The 14th of November 2022. Top 5 morning headlines. Children's Day, Nehru Jayanti, the 14th of November. 41st India International Trade Fair to begin on the 14th of November. Sri Lanka to host U19 Men or T20 World Cup 2024. ASEAN agrees in principle to admit East Timor as 11th member. 7th edition of Indo-French Joint Air Exercise culminates in Jodhpur. Children's Day, Nehru Jayanti, the 14th of November. Every year in India, November 14th is celebrated as Children's Day to mark the birth anniversary of P.T. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India 1947 to 1964. Nehru, fondly called or Chacha Nehru or, was known for his affection for kids. He also established Children or S Film Society India in 1955 to create indigenous cinema exclusively for kids. World Children's Day is celebrated on the 20th of November. Greatest achievements of Jawaharlal Nehru as India's Prime Minister. P.T. Jawaharlal Nehru served as the first Prime Minister of India from August 15, 1947 to May 27, 1964. He is widely considered as the architect of the modern Indian Republic. Some of his greatest achievements as PM helped frame the Indian Constitution. Indus Water Treaty shaped India's foreign policy, formulated India's 5-year plans policy, established ISRO, IITS or AIMS. 41st India International Trade Fair to begin on the 14th of November. The 41st edition of India International Trade Fair (IITF) will be held at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi from the 14th of November 2022. Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will inaugurate the fair, which will continue till 27th of November. In 2022, the theme of the trade fair is or Vocal for Local, Local to Global. Or Uttar Pradesh or Kerala are participating as focus states in the fair. Sri Lanka to host U19 Men's T20 World Cup 2024. International Cricket Council on the 13th of November 2022 announced that the 2024 Under-19 Men's T20 World Cup will be hosted by Sri Lanka while the 2026 edition will be hosted by Zimbabwe or Namibia. The 2025 U19 Women's T20 World Cup will be held in Malaysia or Thailand or 2027 U19 Women's edition will be hosted by Bangladesh or Nepal. Also, Greg Barkley has been re-elected as ICC chairman in November or 22. ASEAN agrees in principle to admit East Timor as 11th member. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN) has agreed or in principle or to admit East Timor as the group's 11th member. East Timor is the youngest country in Southeast Asia, having gained independence from Indonesia in 2002 after 24 years of occupation. ASEAN began as a 5-member bloc in 1967 and has gradually expanded, with Cambodia being the most recent addition in 1999. 7th edition of Indo-French Joint Air Exercise culminates in Jodhpur. The 7th edition of the bilateral air exercise between the Indian Air Force (IAF) or the French Air or Space Force (FASF) or exercise Garuda 7 or concluded at Air Force Station, Jodhpur on the 12th of November 2022. It was the first occasion for IAF or SALCA Tejas and the LCH Prachan to participate in any international exercise. The first, third or fifth editions were conducted in India in 2003, 2006 and 2014. World Diabetes Day, the 14th of November. World Diabetes Day is celebrated every year on November 14th to mark the birthday of Frederick Banting, who discovered the insulin hormone along with Charles Herbert Best in 1922. It was first observed in 1991 by the International Diabetes Federation (IDF) or World Health Organization (WHO). At present, 10 out of 100 adults are suffering from diabetes. 2022 theme: Access to Diabetes Education. Mahuli Ghosh bags gold medal in the Asian Airgun Championship. Indian shooter Mahuli Ghosh beat South Korean Yoon Cho to clinch the women's 10-meter air rifle gold medal at the Asian Air Gun Championship in Daegu, South Korea on the 12th of November 2022. The junior women's gold was bagged by Tilottama Sen, who beat compatriot Nancy in the 10-meter air rifle event. In the youth men's event, Parth Mane outclassed Hasiman 16-0 for the gold. India or Cambodia sign 4 MoUs in various areas. India or Cambodia on the 12th of November 2022 signed 4 MoUs in the areas of culture, wildlife or health. They were signed during the bilateral talks between Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar and Cambodian PM Hun Sen on the sidelines of the ongoing ASEAN summit at Phnom Penh. Vice President Dhankhar is on a visit to Cambodia to participate in the ASEAN-India Commemorative Summit or the 17th East Asia Summit. 2025 Kabaddi World Cup to be hosted by West Midlands. The World Kabaddi Federation on the 12th of November 2022 announced that the UK or West Midlands region will host the 2025 Kabaddi World Cup. This is the first time that a Kabaddi World Cup will be held outside of Asia. It will be organized by England Kabaddi, Scottish Kabaddi, and the British Kabaddi League. The tournament will feature 16 teams, men and women, including from India, Iran and Pakistan. World Kindness Day, the 13th of November. World Kindness Day is observed on November 13th every year to celebrate acts of kindness, compassion, and humanity. It is observed in many countries, including Canada, Australia, India, and the United Arab Emirates. In 1998, this day was first observed by an organization called NDISH, the World Kindness Movement. It was formed by like-minded kindness organizations at a Tokyo conference in 1997. Know about West Midlands. West Midlands is a metropolitan county in the West Midlands region, England. It was created in 1974 from parts of Staffordshire, Worcestershire and Warwickshire. The metropolitan counties are a type of county-level administrative division of England. There are 6 metropolitan counties in England, each covering large urban areas, with populations between 1 and 3 million. Know about East Timor. East Timor, officially called Timor-Leste, is an island country in Southeast Asia. It comprises the eastern half of the island of Timor and the minor islands of Otoro and Jacko. Its size is 14,874 square kilometers, or Dili is its capital city. It was officially recognized by the UN in 2002, making it Asia's youngest democracy. President, Jos Oreikat Ramos Horta. PM, Tor Matan Rohit. Currency, US dollar. Know about Strait of Bonifacio. The Strait of Bonifacio is the strait between Corsica and Sardinia. It is named after the Corsican town Bonifacio. It is 11 kilometers wide and divides the Tyrrhenian Sea from the western Mediterranean Sea. Its maximum depth is 100 meters. The strait is notorious among sailors for its weather, currents, shoals, and other obstacles. Weekly notes: the 7th